So here we are in my house. You guys get to see a little bit more as I share my fucking space with you, so you guys can see it ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit in here. Craft supplies, whatever. So that's the couch I sleep on at nighttime. You guys saw me make my dinner. I want to talk about my dinner. Um, so I was just watching a chef, I guess, or whatever. Not chef, excuse me. What is he? Doctor. Nah, chef, doctor, same thing. But he was talking about foods that you eat. If I can't tell what the thing is on my stomach, but I know I am trying not to take antibiotics. I don't want to take antibiotics. That's the last thing I want to take. So, uh, in either case of the two things that I think it is, one is going to be like a topical type of antibiotic. The other one's antifungal antibiotic, whatever. Antibiotics fuck up your gut fucking health. So before I go to antibiotics, I'm going to take as many probiotics as I can. I'm going to make sure that my stomach is as acidic as possible. I'm eating marinara sauce. I'm drinking lemonade with probiotics in it. I'm eating dark green vegetables. That's broccoli and Brussels sprouts. The garlic bread has more garlic than you'll ever imagine. Imagine my hot fucking breath. I love it. The only thing I did today, I had less milk than normal in my coffee because milk sugar is something that fucks that shit up too. So what I mean, no, yogurt's not good. It's dairy. Yogurt's dairy. Dairy milk. Milk. Whole milk. Nasty spoiled milk. I'm drinking probiotics. Different kind of probiotics. So I'm not trying to do milks or yogurts right now. I have to avoid sugar. So the probiotics that I'm drinking is natural teas. It has cane sugar in it, but not as much as like a juicy drink. And that's where I'm at right now. I will admit, like yesterday, that's probably when it gets bad. Yesterday, I had a 7-Eleven Big Gulp, and that's when I tasted my breath. And so the doctor was saying that your breath will start to taste like not alkaline, like ammonia. And that's exactly, I took a sip of that drink and I was like, ooh, something's funky in that, but it was my breath. So once I had taken a couple more sips of it, the funk went away. So that's how you know that your gut health has come up into your mouth and like candida, whatever it is taking over. So right now, I didn't do the full probiotic because I have another probiotic drink that I drink. Did I drink that this morning? No, because I just had coffee. This morning I had coffee, and right now I'm having, it's pineapple, like lemonade, pineapple ginger something with a little bit of, I think this is raspberry lemonade in it. Yeah, and I'm just doing my best. Your body self-medicates. So, like, you could go to doctors and they could prescribe you all this shit, but if it's Candida auris, that's very rare, especially for a healthy person. I don't have a compromised immune system, but I do recall a few weeks back, waking up back before I had an air conditioner. So it was probably a month ago. I recall waking up in like this extremely hot sweat, body aches, and feeling ill. And I don't know if that was me getting sick. I don't know what that was. Hold on a second. I don't know if it was me getting sick. I don't know what it was, but I had to, like, I don't know what I did. I sat it out and I started feeling better. So fast forward to now where there's like physical things on my body that make me believe that there's some kind of blood infection, body infection, pest infestation, which is why I made the video of how I cook, just so people can know like my thought process and my process for cleaning as a licensed cosmetologist of 12 years. I don't cross-contaminate my shit. I'm very well aware of everything that I touch and what it touches. That even includes my feet right now. I want to go put socks on because I keep trying to sit in this chair, but I don't want to put the heels of my feet anywhere near where my coochie sits. Right, like it's funny to me when I see people sitting on the stairs. I'm like, you're so nasty. When I see people sitting on the stairs, all I can think is those people are going to end up in the hospital. So, that shit's crazy. Right now, I am eating homemade garlic bread. I made the bread like months ago, probably 3 months ago, even 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago. It's been at least 2 months. It's just been in my freezer. I got about half a loaf left. It's fresh bread. Like I actually made the bread, and that's the beauty of a freezer. You can preserve stuff, right? I got to drink out of this cup with a lid on it because there's funky shit going on in my apartment. But we're doing our best. My spirits are always high. Because why would I go low? I love Brussels sprouts. I love broccoli. These veggies have with onions and sweet potatoes. Veggie fiber. I have a lot of fruit fiber, probably too much fruit fiber. That's where, so sugar is something that's bad for your gut. If you overindulge in sugar, you're gonna have funky gut. You're gonna smell funky. So as far as my sugar intake, like I way overdid it with all those popsicles. I had like 10 in one day. They're so good though. At least they're not. You're like, at least they're natural. It's still natural sugar. Natural sugar is sugar. Sugar. So better natural sugar than feeding it high fructose corn syrup. And I'm just doing my best. I learned not to put the fucking hydrogen peroxide on this shit because if it's one of the things that I think it might be based on so my black light is 365 nanometers, not 395. 365 nanometers. Dermatologists use it to find scabies on your skin or whatever. So should I have come into contact with scabies, that will help me find it. And it's specifically, I can show you. Here, let me show you. While you're here, look at my food. Isn't that delicious? This is that's the regular flashlight. That's the black light flashlight. When you put this on your skin and you look for shit, like this light will help you find all kinds of shit. The nanometers, it'll help you find mold. It is good as heck. The bread is the best part, and I was worried about the bread being nasty because it was old and kind of like, not frostbitten. The way you prevent frostbite is removing the air from the bag. But I cut it just the right size so that it's just fucking tasty as fuck. So those are my veggies. That's sweet potato, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, pastas, a whole lot of manchego cheese, and just garlic. Garlic of all kinds. Just garlic. And it is delicious. But that was my light. When you eat well, your brain works well, and you don't feel the need to hurt people. You don't feel the need to be I am so much fun. Your lady voice sounds cool and fun. Thank you. Here, let me post that one. We're doing pins on all of this. You get the pinned message today. Thanks, buddy. Maybe I should be a voice actor or something. I don't know what the fuck these people want from me or what they want me to do. I'm just living my life. You could V2K all day, all the way. You're wasting your time. I showed you It took me, how long did it take me to cook? Like 30, 40 minutes to cook my food. And I'm just fucking chilling. I might not even be able to eat all. I'm gonna eat all of it because I haven't had breakfast. This is the first thing I ate all day, probably in 2 days. But that's like part of being autistic and ADHD. It's either there's days where you eat, there's days where you only eat snacks, and there's days where you don't eat at all. Um, so today is a day where I eat, and I might overeat. I'll probably be here for an hour, maybe 2 hours. Past the time I want to be sitting in this fucking chair. I want to relax. I want to write in my journals. Chair's not the most comfortable thing. I gotta go put socks on. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck to put my feet so that I don't have to put them on my goddamn chair. Um, like anywhere else I put them, I'm like, oh no, is there mold there? I don't want to fucking contaminate shit. When I say it's mold, it's not mold. Mold is dust. Right now, the mold in my apartment is in the form of dust because my humidity is controlled. So it only starts growing when humidity rises, but it never gets to really grow because humidity is always low. So it's just an excess amount of dust. And I have HEPA filters. So I actually might need to change my HEPA filters on everything and clean them with the vinegar. Vinegar really works. I got a microscope is coming. I'm so excited about it because all you guys did is make me go back to fucking STEM. You made me go back to school. You made me go back to fucking learning about why you guys can't fuck with me. You made me go back to biology. You made me go back to like dissecting fetus pigs and shit. That's all that this did. It's just reminding me of how much I loved going to school. And that was like the girl who came on. Where are you, Lily? Are you on here somewhere? Where's my young friend? I have a follower who's 11, and that's gonna make me become more motherly because I have to remember not to be so fucking bitchy, and that there are actually people that look up to you. So I have to stop accusing you guys of shit. You guys, not you guys. I know. I have 222 followers now. Isn't that so cool? Anyway, I don't know how many of those 222 followers are stalkers or how many of them are people who are trying to make their life better. But I'm here for like self-help. I guess I'll be your entertainment, whatever, if you need to be entertained. But don't let me fucking catch you being a dickhead. Like, don't let me know that you are following me and you are a dickhead because I don't like that. And if you are a dickhead, make sure you're a dickhead to someone who's a bigger dick than you. And that's the only reason it's okay. Right? It's like bullying the bullies. That I agree with that. I agree that bullies should be bullied. But the person who's bullying the bully better not bully anybody fucking else. Only meanies. Maybe I should make my channel named Only Meanies. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I'm so excited about fucking being able to look and see if it's like a piece of fiber versus an actual parasite or a bug. I want to see eyeballs on some shit. So I'm so excited about that. I'm interested in watching things rapidly grow. Mold is motherfucking science experiment. That's all you did. We're science experimenting up in this bitch. Every single thing that I gotta throw out, you better believe I'm swabbing that shit. I'm making a slide. I'm looking at it under the motherfucking microscope. I'm gonna take a picture, tag it, put the dollar amount of whatever, however much I paid for that shit. And I'm just gonna make a record of like, this is very factually mold, bitch. Look at the microscope slide. And I might have to order some slides too. But yeah, we're just having a great time over here. You can never bring me down. You can, maybe one day, but not today. Um, I'm way too built for this shit. Way too built for this shit. Like, I seen a girl, there's this girl, so I look at, I'll turn the camera back on, but I'm all like comfortable. I'm trying to get my legs comfortable. It doesn't look right. My legs is just like wide open hanging. There's this one girl on my Facebook, I think it is. I think her name's Bryn something. She looks like she beats men up. Here, I want you to see my face when I say that. She looks like she beats men up. Now, I don't know what I look like. Do I look like I beat men up? Because sometimes I want to. I don't agree. I don't condone violence. But if there's men out there who think that they're torturing me, I'll beat your fucking ass and I will enjoy every minute of it. And that's not a threat. That's a promise to anybody who thinks they're going to fuck with me. So it's not directed at anybody. unless you're fucking with me and you let me find out. Uh, but yeah, this lady, she looks like she beats up men. I'm so skinny now. Oh my gosh, I used to be kind of chunky. I used to be kind of chunky. And like this, when I get fat, it all comes right here. All my fat comes in right there. Everything else stays pretty much the same. I get a muffin top and I get fat. Who said, bro, my girl refused to cook for me, so I called 911. Is that was a right solution? No, motherfucker. If you can't cook for yourself, I want somebody who can cook for me. That's the only thing I eat. It's like special interest food, fucker. Like, there was guys that I used to, I wouldn't call it date. It was like fuck. Um, who were cooks, and I liked that because I didn't have to cook. They cooked good. Um, but my cooking, I can put some shit together, but I need a nice kitchen, and my kitchen's nasty. Not you see my kitchen. It's not nasty, but it's not like the kitchens in the houses in the area that I grew up at. I don't have a center island with a marble top where I could make fucking fresh bread and pretzels and shit. But that would be nice. Um, so if you're out there and you want to buy me a house, like, come on. That's the only way I'll move out of this bitch. I am not moving. Uh, I have made this like a little housey for me. So that's why, despite you guys is not caring about the structure of my apartment, everything else is fine. So I may have found an attorney today. We'll see. I'm gonna fill out their intake form and have a consultation. At least, if anything, they already have a lawsuit against Drake. So at least, if anything, I can give them more evidence for their current lawsuit. And I don't care. I'm not desperate. I'm not rich. I'm not desperate for money, though. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because this is my stability. This is my fucking. I've been here longer than anything, which makes me more stable than my brother, my sister, and right now, even including my mother. Just based off of my tenancy in this apartment alone. So, my dry ass lip. That's something I have on my list of things to make is tea tree oil motherfucking shit. Because tea tree oil helps get rid of. Tea tree oil is going to help me get rid of anything on my skin. It's going to keep it from fucking latching in. Did you know 911? I don't know if it's here or whatever. 911 services got hacked. They're doing the most, right? If you're trying to make people paranoid and be like, oh no, I'm not even gonna call 911. Right? Why would I not call 911? Why? Why would I take away services from somebody who might really need it? That's a funny thing. We should make more popular the numbers for your local help instead of having everybody call 911 in emergencies, because there are local police station numbers and you could probably get help even faster if you call the right number, but most people don't take the time or do the research to find out who it is that they're supposed to call in their area opposed to 911. Like, everybody want to call 911. 911's like, we don't want you calling us. So not that they don't want, well, kind of. Now in this day and age, they don't really care for you to call them. They're like, the bitch, the motherfucker's dead. What do you want? We're on our way. It's traffic. So another thing I want to tell people, there's a lot of people who don't understand when a fire engine has its sirens on, and that makes me think you're dumb. Like, did you not take your driver's test? How did you use AI for your driver's test? Is that why California had to call so many people back to take their fucking test? A whole bunch of people cheated to get your driver's license? That's the stupidest fucking thing. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know how I got my license? Maybe this is illegal. I don't know. But I did so when I was younger, story time. I love this. When I was younger, I learned how to drive stick by myself. Well, with my friend Kristen. Um, she didn't know how to drive stick, but I called her for moral support the first time I tried to take the car because I tried backing it out. I stalled that bitch. I tried pulling it back forward into the parking spot, stalled that bitch. And then I like started crying and having a panic attack. And I had my friend who had her license come and just sit in the car with me. And we were able to get it out the parking space in first gear. And I got to drive around in circles, like drive around the city in circles at like 14 years old, I think it was. So 2 years before I actually had my license, a whole year before I had my permit. I knew how to drive and I did it myself. Just like my mom's always driven stick. Every family member of mine knows how to drive stick. If your family doesn't know how to drive stick, I highly recommend it because you never know when it's going to come in handy. It's similar to like knowing how to ride a motorcycle. You never know when it's going to come in handy. I have a motorcycle license, but I don't know how to shift gears. I have not ridden an actual gear shift motorcycle. I only had a scooter. So I think that's something funny too about getting licensed. I got a motorcycle license on a scooter, on an automatic scooter. But I guess it's the same for driving. You can get your car driver's license on an automatic car and then like just go fuck everybody's shit up if you try to learn how to drive stick. um I think they should make separate tests for that, no? Do you? What do you think? Uh right? Like the manual transmission is a test that is a higher grade than just an automatic driver's license. If you can engine brake and do all that shit, double clutch, whatever the fuck they call it, if you can do all that shit, then you should save money on your insurance. That's what I'm talking about. They should bring back more manual transmission cars because I think we would have less accidents, less people. Okay, let's get into like the harassment and stuff. Most of my harassers drive automatic vehicles. They drive like those, not most, but there's a lot of them out. There's a lot of proxy stalkers out there that got the Tesla because it's a camera car. It's basically like you're driving around a big camera. And they will go and park at places and they use their car to take photos of the people that they're stalking. What I want to say about my manual transmission crowd, some of you guys, if you really know how to drive stick, you could eat, drink, sleep, not no hand motherfucking that shit, still shift gears, not hold the steering wheel, make a turn even with your legs. Like if you know how to drive stick, you know how to drive stick. But for the most part, people driving manual transmission cars are, in my eyes, they're not the stocky type because it's way too much going on for you to be like holding your phone trying to figure out where the fuck somebody's at. So when I see manual transmission, I'll start yelling out, car show, because those people are more interested in their car than they are in me. And I love that. When I see people who like look like they're about to crash their car because they're staring at me so hard, like, come the fuck on, I'm nobody. But I should start thinking of myself as more special. So I can't wait to test and see what these mold specimens look like. Like I'm over here talking about I have mold. People are like, it's so nasty. It's not so nasty because if it was so nasty, I would have already gotten out of here. If it was so nasty and so detrimental to my health, there are places that are so nasty. Like I have a closet right now. I'm scared to clean it because I've seen I sprayed it with vinegar so that it doesn't continue to grow. And I've already decided that pretty much everything in that, but half that closet is in clothes bags because it's like suits and shit. Fuck. Suits are expensive. God damn it, motherfucker. That's upsetting. Each one of those bags has like $200 to $500 worth of suits in it. And when I say that, it's like Ann Taylor suits. They're bought on sale. They're not worth anything now. It's like 3 pieces of a suit is $300, $100 each piece, right? I don't have like expensive suits. And the ones that I do, I have a Fendi jacket. I got that on eBay for like $20. So there's nothing in here that I'm too worried about, but it's upsetting. Those clothes don't even fit me anyway, so just get over it. Just get over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Right now, those suits are size 10 and size 12, if you're wondering, or if like that you want a moldy suit or whatever, size 10, size 12. And I am now definitely at least a size 8 on my way to a 6 And if I keep eating well and doing right and exercising and get my immune shit good, um, I will be a 4, and I don't even want to be a 4. 4, I think, is too skinny. 4, I'm going to look at myself like I'm emaciated, right? 4 is going to look like how my dog looked when she was old, when she stopped eating her food, and I had to start cooking for her. So I don't want to look like that. Imagine that's how you're going to look when you get old. Like, however you are right now, as you get older, if you don't continue to overindulge, you're going to get really skinny, and you like revert. You start reverting back to being a baby. So pretty much however you were as a baby, unless you've had some major trauma that you've healed or major trauma that's been caused, you're going to start to revert back to what you looked like when you were a baby after a certain age, like after middle age. So, but that's only if you take care of yourself in the same way that you always have. Like, for example, drug addicts are always going to look exponentially worse as they age because drugs do nothing for your health, your wealth, your body, nothing. But people who get away from foods with ingredients they can't pronounce, like, I gotta turn this off for a second. Um, People, like, for example, my meal tonight, I know everything that's in it is just vegetables. I don't think those veggies even have any additives. Maybe like salt, sea salt is, I think, is in it. And I don't add salt to my food because salt is actually a poison. If you think about it, sodium iodine, that's poison. Um, I'm not a Pisces. I'm an Aries Taurus. I'm on the cusp. But you guys like my moon charts. As far as my stalkers go, I was born on Hitler's birthday. And East Coast, people want to ask me where I'm from. I can't tell you the exact location. If you know, you know. And the timing, I can tell you the time if you're so interested in it because you guys use that. I'm not afraid. I know that there's other entities out there who are out here to attack people, but I'm so confident that any weapons formed against me shall never prosper, that I can give you guys this information and you guys can do whatever you want with it. It's not gonna, it's just a waste of your time, basically. So, that if people are trying to figure out why I am the way I am, I went through extreme trauma. I watched the girl, Allie Carter, and she still is fucking bright and bubbly after everything that she has fucking told you about and everything that she's told you about. I believe it because I've worked for these people. So everything that she's telling you about is absolutely fucking true. I've been to parties. I know about like sushi party. It's not a sushi party. It's a party where they have girls that have sushi on their body. The girl is the motherfucking platter for the motherfucking sushi. So I've been to places and I've hung around people who do shit like that. So everything that she's telling you about her stories is 100% true. 100% true. I can't vouch as far as like factually, but it's 100% believable to me because I've seen stuff that's like it that leads me to believe and know that if you have money, you got a whole bunch of freaky shit that you like to do. So I gotta finish my food. It's all freaky shit. Even some of my followers may have come from people. Did I comment on any of her stuff? She's not wrong. She was on today talking about like you really shouldn't say anything or get yourself involved unless you're ready. Unless you're ready to die. Because the spirits that be, the spirits that surround her, the spirits that surround me, that's the only reason I'm all right with it because I'm already going through it. I'm going through the same exact shit. So, I'm not worried about, I have distanced myself from people that I care about that are worried, that would be worried about their life. Like, my family is motherfucking not affiliated, not associated, but gangster as fuck. Like, not a single one of us cares about dying. So, like, we're okay. We're going to be all right. And you just have to put yourself around people like that because that's how you get people who stand up for what they believe in and don't fucking fold under pressure. Or why would I fucking back down? I said that shit. And until somebody gives me an explanation or a clarification that makes me realize otherwise, that shit is true as it can be in my head. My beliefs, I'm full already. I think I need to cover this up because maybe this is what I'll eat tomorrow. I ate too much. Hold on. Oh my gosh, my belly. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go cover my food and get some more to drink. Non-alcoholic drink, if you know what I'm saying. It's a probiotic, make your belly good. Belly good, good belly. Where you at, kitty cat? Little Mo's born. Little Mo's born right now. Oh, there you are, little nice thing. Put my kitty cat in her crate. Yes, the humidity's going up. Gosh, that's a mess. Hold on, I'll be right back. Humidifiers on, and I'm back. Okay, so What was I talking about? What do you want to talk about? Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me get some socks so I could get more comfortable with my feet touching shit. Where are socks? Everything's packed up. Yeah. And my light's dead. Gotta charge my lights. Whatever you can grab. Yep. Does it match? No, it doesn't matter. No. We got one compression sock. We got a compression sock and a whatever sock. And I'm gonna put the compression sock on the foot that I think has the issue. It's a taller sock. First, I wipe my foot off so I don't put bullshit, dusty dust from the ground into my sock. Now this makes wearing house shoes so much more comfortable. And now I got another half sock that I know I haven't dragged around mold spore apartment. And I can now put my feet on a chair and be more comfortable. Okay. Okay. So now I can sit crispy style, weirdo style, and just talk to you. I like watching the comments. Who's got comments? Somebody give me a comment. Let's do comments. I want to hear about your day. What are you doing? Tell me about yours, though. If you didn't hear anything that just happened in my kitchen, because I didn't bring my phone, my fridge is full. So full. Stacked like Lego Jenga game. That I gotta tape the door off it shut. So I just put a fresh piece of tape on it so that it doesn't pop open when I'm not in the kitchen. And it's not, most of it is, what's in there? I have a watermelon that I probably should eat. The watermelon may be past its time to be eaten, but it's not smushy yet. So it's still okay. I can eat that. There's a watermelon, and then I have all my probiotic drinkies, which are really important to keep at temperature, so that's very important. I have eggs in there, but they might be old now. It's been a while since I made eggs. I don't know how old they are. I just looked at my leg hairs. They're long as fuck. Like, my leg hairs is like what most people's armpits hairs is like. It's time. I should wax them, but for why? You know? If I wax, though, I get rid of dirty skins, like old skins. Dead skin cells. Dirty skins, dead skin cells. Whatever, you know what I mean. Dead skin cells. Exfoliate your shit, bitch. That's what I might do. You know what I like doing? I like taking a piece of tape. A little tape skin cell samples. I take a piece of tape. I can't wait to get the microscope. I take a piece of tape and then I pull it off and I look at all the dead skin cells. Because I don't wear lotion. So when I take that off, it's just all dead skin cell. All dead skin cell. And it's kind of fun. It makes it so the tape's not even sticky anymore. How many dead skin cells I got. So I definitely need to exfoliate, because I think that not exfoliating is something that will make mold grow on your skin. So that should tell you something about how clean my apartment is. The mold's not quite growing on my skin just yet. I might think it is. I don't think that's mold, though. I think that's a whole nother issue. And that is a crazy reason why you shouldn't, not shouldn't, but Section 8s need their own building. Section 8s need their own building that should be like a college dorm. They should have floor monitors so their shit gets inspected every now and then. The floor monitor is making sure they're not fucking manufacturing meth. And floor monitor has the ability to go into your shit at any time, any given time. That's what I think Section 8 should be. I also think if you're on Section 8 and let's say you don't have a job, you should definitely be forced into some kind of drug rehabilitation program if that's your issue. Because you're never going to get off of Section 8 if you don't. You're just now, you're beyond a ward of the state. You're just like a barnacle. I was a ward of the state. I was a ward of the state at 15 years old. This is what I have in common with Allie Carter. I don't know how. I think her situation is obviously much different than mine, but not too far off, because I had a high school friend who pretty much showed me around to her drug addict friends, right? And every now and then one of them would have sex with me. I don't recall like traumatic incidents like her, but I do recall waking up in a bathroom with various men putting their penis in me. More than one. And that was when I was confirmed. At least that I was like, I want to say at least I was over 18 when that happened. So it's not like child shit, but still against my will. Just because I like to drink or like to party does not mean I want to have sex with you. And that's the whole reason I had to get away from her and that whole lifestyle, that scene. That's the reason why I'm proud of having ashy fucking hairy legs, because that's to the type of people that like raping bitches, I'm the most unattractive. They want me to put on makeup and make myself attractive so then they could like try to think about me. But as long as I'm nasty and grimy gremlin, I hope that keeps them from thinking about me in a sexual way. That's what grimy gremlin is. That's what grimy gremlin is. And they sure do pick them. Like, Allie's a hairstylist, right? She's a braider, hairstylist, whatever. Her hair always looks great. Even being homeless, even not having shit, she's not out there asking for money, and her hair looks better than yours ever will. Not yours. I'm talking about the fucking people that are abusers. Right? That's why you guys attached yourselves to her. Because she's a fucking... She can make herself look nice regardless of the situation, and you guys could never. That's another thing we have in common. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I wanted to do hair, but I realized how nasty people were. The people who wanted me to do their hair, they all had head lice. And I found it. And I said, you know what? And they were white people. And so I said, you know what? I don't think I want to do hair anymore. And whether or not that was like part of a setup, whether or not they thought that they're going to give each other head lice and then make it so that I waste $20,000 on my education. I didn't end up wasting $20,000 on my education. Do you know what happened? The school got shut down for fraud, and my education got paid the fuck off by the government. So I don't know if this has anything to do with that, but as far as people ruining my career or making me waste money on schooling, they didn't, because I didn't end up having to pay for it. That's what I mean by you just like, you don't do bad shit to people and good shit happens to you. That's a whole $21,000 of a motherfucking hairstyling education. I was still able to get licensed. I still have my license. I didn't pay shit for it. So that's lovely. And then I have the ability to do my hair, your hair, anyone's hair really nice, but I don't care to, because, like, who's paying for that shit? Right? That's money. What the first thing, one of the first things that my teacher taught us is you don't, nobody's shit is free, not even your family member shit. Right? Like, do it for their birthday, give it to them as a present, make sure you let them know how much it would have cost them if they had gone to anybody else. Right? Like, I used to do my niece's nails, I used to do my niece's hair. Never charged them. Never charged my sister because she's always presented as broke. I don't know how much money she has, whatever she's doing, but a lot of the time she presented as broke, so I never charged her ass. Did her hair. That I think is something in common. That like predators like to get free services, and they will keep people around them who make them feel beautiful. And then they get really upset, really fucking crazy upset when that person cuts the fucking relationship off. Because there goes their beauty. Now they got to do it themselves. So, yeah. Whole thing. Everything about so many things is so weird. Um, so weird. Yeah, I do kind of want to shave. I don't want to shave. I don't like shaving. I like waxing. I don't want all this hair on my legs, but I'm kind of lazy. What about you? All right. I must not be saying anything good. We don't have any good comments coming through, so I think it's time for me to shut this off and just watch my YouTubes until I get an idea about something else that I want to say. I wonder what all these messages are that are held for review. Let's look. You definitely sound hot. Oh, thanks, guy. What's this one say? I curse missing the cook stream. Cook stream. I posted it, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I posted it. Anyway, time for me to relax and enjoy my night and get up and do this shit all over again tomorrow. Black, 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 black. I love being black. That's what I play in my head all day. Because I do. I always have to remind myself sometimes because there's people out there who's trying to make you hate being black. Like, the skin I'm in, I love it. If my skin color makes you feel uncomfortable, oh well. Right? Because that's what racism is. You are made to feel uncomfortable because someone doesn't look like you. And then racism also is jealousy. You have certain preconceived notions about how that person should be treated based on their skin color. And if by any chance they ever get into a position where they get more than you, you're upset about it. So that's all that racism is. Don't be so upset. Hi, my kitty. I want my cat to learn how to drink out of her Lixit. She hasn't learned yet. So, I don't know. You gotta learn how to drink out of that bottle, girl. Huh? It's like your mama's nipple. I'm not your mama. You had a mama. That's why you make biscuits. Did you know cats make biscuits when they that's like reminds them of their mama? It's cute. It's so cute. I was looking at a picture of my doggie today, and she reminds me of how good our relationship was. She reminds me of how good my relationship is with all my animals. And that's the only thing that this mold is fucking up. Right now, my cat's got to sit in a crate because humidity is rising right now. In a few hours, probably 3 or 4 hours, it's going to be the highest that it is of the day, like 80%, 75%, 80%. Well, my apartment is not 75 or 80% humid. I don't know what the surrounding spaces are, so I don't want her anywhere near anything that has the potential to start growing mold. And then in the morning, I gotta get up and we gotta fucking clean up. We really gotta clean up every day, every day. So probably need to make water. Maybe I will make water tonight. Maybe I'll make it in the morning. I'm probably gonna get up. I'm gonna go to sleep early tonight, I think, because I'm already sleepy. So I will see you later. Okay. Have good nights, my friend.